Shemai GTA chums, Bonsai. This is the Halftrack, one of the greatest weaponized vehicles in GTA, very underrated. First I'll show you the customization, and then let the destruction commence. The Halftrack is discounted at 1.1 to 1.4 million, similar to the Tampa, but the Tampa is not as good at all. This is brilliant. Onwards with the customization. One thing to note is if you have super heavy armor, you cannot access your weapons, so for that reason we're going to change that. You can only modify it in your MOC or Avenger if you have a weapons workshop, or the Arena I think has one as well. So armor plating, so we're going to go to medium armor plating. This will give us the best of both worlds basically. No armor plating, it gives us sticky bombs. Medium takes away our throwables, our stickies, but we still have pistols, you know, machine pistols, that kind of thing, which we're going to need. Brakes! Referee! For some reason I've not put race brakes on. I've never used brakes on this, I've got to be honest, but I'm going to put them on just for the hell of it. What else are we going to do? Liveries. Let's talk about the weapons still, because we need to talk about them. Proximity mine, you need to add that. Maybe that's about 100 grand, I can't remember exactly. And the other one is the cannon, so you can upgrade the stock weapon, which is good for, I think that's good for tanks and stuff, ground stuff, but the quad cannon is good for aircraft, and it's a good all-rounder. Got a great rate of fire. That is by far the best one. You can shoot everything with that, so that's the one that you want to upgrade to eventually. But it's still a great cannon, the double cannon. So let's have a look at the liveries. So let's do the actual customization. This is all about prettifying it, you know, it's not going to add you. Oh, I like that naval battle. That's a naval geometric there. I think I'm going to choose that one. Let's have a look, scroll through. Oh, we got some nice ones. Digital camos there. But, yep. And Nature Reserve is a great one, but Naval Battle is a good second best, but I mean, it's equal really. Well, you know yourself, you can see. Metallic paint, maybe we'll go metallic. We've not got metallic before. Fancy something a bit special, metallic. Why do I go metallic? I don't know, just for the hell of it. What else we got? I think blue. I want some kind of blue to make an urban look. I still don't want to lose a little bit of the kind of feel to it. Gasoline green, not quite. Dark blue, galaxy blue. No, not those ones. I thought I saw one of these blues that really works. Surf blue, nautical blue might be the one. Yeah, I think nautical blue is the one for me. Okay, that is nautical blue, and we don't need to change anything else really, but I suppose we should do really. We've got classics, are they cheaper? Are they more expensive? Oh, I can go black. That would be badass, wouldn't it? But metallic, well, if we're going metallic there, we should probably go metallic here as well. Red looks great. I think a yellow would contrast, or an orange, going back to the orange. A pink, you could do a pink, that looks good. An orange, sunrise orange, it's got to be sunrise I think, if you're going to pick an orange. But we're not going to do orange, we're going to do a yellow. There we go, look at that. Just standard yellow or race yellow? I think standard, it's a bit... Actually, dew yellow, look at that! Now that is amazing, definitely dew yellow. I've got an eye for it, you see. Crew emblem goes on the door like that, alright. Let's have a look, what else have we got? Yeah, I know you want to watch the... windows, we can limit them out, which I've not done yet, but I'm going to do it anyway, just for the hell of it. And that is it, we are complete. We are ultra complete. So let's exit the MLC. This is a two-player experience because we have Flat Cap Nutter in the back there gunning, and I'm driving, shooting with my armoured pistol and dropping landmines. So also another good thing about it is it's got great ramming power, so any cars you can smash out of the way no problem. Even armoured vehicles, there we go, there goes another helicopter. I'm dropping mines periodically as well, you've got unlimited mines. Negative about the mines is that the mines are released via bunker research, so you will need to research in the bunker for the mines and the quad cannon as well. That is an excellent shot on that helicopter. It's not just for aerial targets as well. You can you can smash up armoured vehicles with the quad cannon. Although it may take a while when you're up against APCs and insurgent pickup customs, it still is there, and perhaps more likely to knock them out of the seat there. What else have we got? The gunner is actually exposed to the rear, so as long as the gunner's facing the target, they're not going to get. Nobody's going to get a headshot on them, and explosive rounds aren't going to have an effect. But if he gets shot from the rear, it's very exposed, can get hit that way. So that's why I should be looking forwards to look after his back to make sure I'm killing any targets in front of me. Police-wise, of course, and road blocks. This vehicle, I suppose I mean, it's not really an Achilles heel. It's speed, isn't it? It's not the fastest, but it's fast for what it is. It's not as fast as the pickup custom, the APC, but it's got similar amount of explosive damage with regards to RPGs. So it's more, people say it's more of a defensive vehicle, but we're just driving around in session, and if anybody comes up, like mainly NPCs really, but if any players came up and started wanting some beef, then they'll get some as well. But it's just a wall of doom. It is so much fun though. We drove this around for about an hour. So this was a solo session. So this is all NPCs, 5-star wanted level for about an hour. And we got shot out, more the driver I think than the gunner. The gunner once, and I think I got shot out 3 times. And I think it's really exposed to the side, shots from the side with the driver. But yeah, obviously not paying attention because I'm looking backwards to see all the action, to get all these helicopters getting destroyed. Speaking of destroying police helicopters, if you just tap them on the tail, it probably takes about 2 shots or something if you want a really quick kill, and that sends them into the spiral of doom where they rotate, they lose their stabilisation, smash into a building or the ground. What else can you do with it? You can actually put on a flak trailer, and that can get you a second gunner. You can put a quad cannon on that one, exactly the same. So imagine that. That is a hell of a lot of firepower. It's got similar vulnerabilities, so as long as you're facing your target, you're fine. And yeah, it's really an excellent vehicle for just driving around, just blowing things to hell and releasing the tension, the anger. And there is no massive weakness to it really. It can take millions of RPGs, and any Oppressor Mark II, especially now it's not got the lock-on missiles, they're never going to get you. You're going to be gunning for them. The way that the Mark II gets you is when you're driving away from them. So they're going to be behind you, which makes them a perfect target. Now, speaking of that, look at me ramming that there, excellent. With the gunning, you are limited, so anything that's directly overhead, you're not going to get. But it doesn't take long, especially if you're in the city, you've got the cover of buildings and that. Anyone overhead is not going to be a problem unless they're dropping bombs directly on your head, I suppose. We're speaking PvP here, so yeah, I mean you can use it in PvP, and it's quite reasonable. But the only thing that happens with PvP really is the driver getting shot out and the gunner getting shot out, and that's a lot more tricky than when you're facing NPCs, because obviously PvP players are generally a lot better. They've got better weapons, but it's a mix. Normally you do really well for just smashing things, as long as you're aware of your weaknesses, where your weak points are. So the sides of the driver window, the back of the gunner, so the gunner needs to face his target every time. And if you've got 2 gunners, excellent. What are the alternates to this? Well, you've got the Insurgent Pickup Custom, that has an excellent gun, not as good as this. You've got the Barrage, that's got the same gun as the Insurgent Pickup Custom. It's like a rotate kind of minigun cannon thing, isn't it? Excellent vehicles. Both are faster than this by far, but they tend to tip over and knock the driver, the gunner out. So this is a lot more stable, and the gunner isn't going to get killed via you rolling. We didn't do that in a whole hour, so it never happened once, but it does happen in the Barrage and Insurgent Pickup Custom. Excellent vehicle, recommended 1.4 or 1.1 million, absolute mega bargain. You need to buy it, it's the most underrated vehicle in the game, and If you have no chums to play with, don't worry. Just find somebody in session that looks pink or reddish. Ask them if they want to ride in your vehicle, and they will shoot for you. Or you could swap with them, and you could get them to drive. You know, with negotiation. There's lots of people who are well into that kind of thing. So don't you worry about being a solo player. But as a solo player, you can drive away from people, and it's an escape vehicle. A bit slower than the Insurgent Pickup Custom, but it would work. It can take a hell of a lot of damage. It never blew up once over a whole hour. You know, a tank would have blown up at that point. At least started smoking and blown up. In the same situation. That is how good it is. It's excellent. You need to buy it basically. If you play GTA for playing, if you're not just a car person who's just into racing, if you like just a bit of shoot 'em up, blow them up action. I'm not talking about griefing. I'm talking about just NPCs and stuff, because that is mainly what we do. We don't do much of the player stuff unless they're into it, and that can be fun as well. Because it really is too slow to be doing griefing. You're not going to grief with it. I've got to be honest. It's too slow to keep up with people. People can easily drive away from you when you're in this. But if they're into it and they want to do some PvP, people will engage you, no problem whatsoever. So buy this first, then do your bunker research and get the mines on it, or quad cannon, whichever one comes first. If you found this useful, what an excellent... It makes me smile so much. It was so much fun nailing all these cars, nailing them all. Such great ramming power, look at that. But yeah, if you found it useful, like and subscribe. Give me your comments on what you think about this as a vehicle. But I know one of my chums was saying that the turreted limo is an excellent vehicle, and this is the reason why I don't think it's an excellent vehicle, because this exists basically. This is just destruction complete. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. You can see that. It's obvious. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Buy this vehicle. That is my recommendation. This is the purchase of the week. You have to buy it. We've not had a discount on Warstock for such a long time. You need to buy it now. Enough for me. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.